welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, you're listening to Slym Goddi, and the song is called For the Kill. Yes, we have a good one for you today. We're back. All right, welcome. This is your girl, Queen Muhammad. I am one of the founders of MaddPop Records, along with my partner, Kevin Blackson, and you can reach him on Instagram at MadLabsTV and Mad Vision Films with a Z. You can reach us on Instagram and Twitter at MaddPop Records. Well, we are officially back. We did a show a couple days ago just highlighting some of our artists and what's going on in their lives and their new projects and everything. And we'll kind of go over that a little bit here. But I just wanted to come before you to do a more, just a show that we normally do, and that's incorporating people that are our peers and what they're going through and how you can avoid getting into those situations. So these are real life events that we try to highlight. Not anything salacious or, just scandal or run-of-the-mill stuff like that. We try to focus on this channel. Well, first of all, let me just introduce ourselves as far as MaddPop Records. We are an small independent radio record label out of the Philadelphia area, and we have a few artists that we work with. We love them, love them to pieces, and we try our best to get their projects off the ground and you guys to know who they are. And if you go to the previous video, you'll see each one of them highlighted and how to get in contact with them and their management to book them. But this show here, this channel, is more than music. We try to dive into what's going on in the world and how can that relate to your life, and how can you not get into those type of situations. Well, today we're talking about, if you haven't heard, KODAK Black was ordered to pay over $91,000 to promoter while he's behind bars. And I don't know if this story has been getting a lot of recognition as far as it being publicized. But it came across my news feed, and I thought that was wow, because we always we hear about our favorite celebrities and people that we know, whether they're our favorite or not, getting into legal troubles and but we never really talk about or dive into the financial strengths that come along with that. Because it's not only the time lost that you you have away from your family and friends and loved ones. It's also the financial strengths and debts that come along with, getting in trouble and getting in situations in the legal. I'm going to read a little bit of the article, and it's actually from Urban Islands. What am I reading? UrbanIslands.com, and you can go over to their website and check that out. But I'm going to read you a little bit of the article. And this was October 15th, so very recent, 2019. Kodak Black ordered to pay $91,000 to promoter while behind bars. And that is the headline for the article. And then it has a picture of Kodak Black, which you'll see on the screen, which he's in the courtroom. It's sad to see, people like this in these type of situations. Anyone, really, honestly. I didn't really keep up with the case and why he's there, but that's not really the point of this video. And the points that we want to make is that even behind bars, people are going to be, rightfully so, coming for whatever is owed to them, and what they feel and what is deemed and what's awarded. That is a deep financial dig into his pockets. So let me read you the article. Kodak Black will have to fork over $91,000 to a concert promoter, even though he is behind bars. Wow. Florida rapper Kodak Black is having a bad couple of months. Black, whose real name is Bill K. Capri, was ordered by an Arizona judge on October 15th to pay $91,000 to a concert promoter named over $91,000. Woo! To a concert promoter named Nicholas Fitz. Fitz claims Kodak bailed on several shows he booked for him in 2017. So wow, this has been stemming for a while. It's 2019. And that's why I tell people, the reason why the charges add up and things are compiled and everything is because you may be fighting something or going through something for years. So not only if it's a criminal case are you physically taking away years of your life, but also years spent fighting whatever charge legally, and on a civil level, fighting legally for a long time for finances, for money. I just was going into just hearing about something with game, someone in his case being awarded, I think, do not quote me because that's not the story at hand. It just came to mind as I'm just thinking about this $7 million. I'm thinking, so this is very serious when you're dealing with criminal and civil cases, because they both can hurt you, whether your pockets or time out of your life. So just be careful out there. Okay, let me continue on reading. Essentially leaving him and his fans hanging despite contractual obligations. So what they're saying is that he has shows, and for whatever reason, I didn't know that this was, when I heard about this, I thought these were the shows that he was supposed to perform, like maybe this year. I did not know until reading this article that it was actually obligations that they were claiming that he did not fulfill back in 2017. So, and that's another thing. You always have to read your contracts when you're doing shows with promoters. Because, I mean, canceling shows and you know, people do it all the time for whatever various reasons that they give. And, you know, as a fan of a lot of people, you know, you hate for that to happen. But, you know that your artist loves their craft. This is what they do for a living, not a hobby. So performing for their fans is things that they love to do. But so the fans kind of they may give them a hard time online, but they understand, especially if the artists try to make it up to them, try to come back, try to give them their money back, or try to maybe give them a free performance. Well, not free, but a makeup performance to compensate for the time that the fans came out to see them and they were not able to perform. So you just, even though it's unfortunate and we hate that to happen as fans, because when you go somewhere, it's about, you know, your experience too. You're getting your tickets, you're traveling to these places, you want to see your favorite artist, you paid your money. So being on both sides, I can see, because I'm a fan of music, not only and then working with artists who have their trials and tribulations, and life happens to everyone. So I can see both sides. I can kind of emphasize with both perspectives. I don't know the situation in this case because this does go back a few years, but let me continue reading here. The judge ruling comes as Kodak currently sits behind bars for allegedly falsifying documents with the intent to purchase firearms in May of this year. Okay, so now this is getting into a little bit of his current criminal case. After originally pleading not guilty, Kodak Black changed his plea to guilty in August and is now due to be sentenced in November. Wow, that's coming up. So, you know, you guys keep on lookout for that. Nicholas Fitz served documents pertaining to his lawsuit to Black in Miami, where he is currently locked up. Fitz was originally asking the court for $500,000. Wow. $500,000. That's what he originally was asking for in damages. But sources say Kodak didn't seem fazed by the allegation. Well, you know, he doesn't really seem fazed by a lot. He's real cool. You know, he keeps it cool no matter if he's under pressure or not. You know, unless he shows us, he doesn't really show it. While the ruling is probably not coming as great news to the rapper, he might be more concerned with his freedom at this moment. If found guilty in November, Black may face up to 10 years in prison. And he is only 22 years old. Wow. Wow. I'm not too familiar, with Kodak Black. He's a lot younger than I am. But, I do know that that's really young. That's really young, to be in this. And that brings a lot of things into perspective. That brings a lot into perspective when you think about, actions of people and I think that we look at everybody and we paint them with a broad brush, because when you see your favorite celebrities or rappers and us as well, myself as being part of the African American community, melanated community, it's very hard to judge our age. It's very hard. So you see older people looking young and younger people looking not old, but it's very hard to and it's a certain block of time where melanated people they kind of all run concurrent in where their ages could be. So I'm saying that to say that we take a lot of times these young folks who we all were young, we all were reckless, we all thought we knew it all, we all, and these people are babies. These people are babies. And I didn't even know he was that young. So, we're very hard on not we, I'm saying we as a collectively, hard on younger artists coming up. And we need to cut these people a little bit slack, because we all were young and reckless and out of control, and nobody could tell us nothing, okay? And I know I was one of them. So and it's this unfortunate situation. I'm not going to be reading the rest of the article. It's get a little bit reckless. And I don't want to really dive down that road, but you can check it out. It is Urban Islands with a Z.com. And that's where I got this article from. It came across my time feed, and I just said, wow, this is something that I want to dive into. And if you have any thoughts on Kodak Black and this situation, or you have similar situation that you've been dealing with, definitely leave a comment below. Leave a comment below and let us know what's your thoughts on this. Because, like I said, I understand it from all aspects. I understand it from a fan. And I understand it from an entertainer. At the end of the day, we're all human. We all go through life experiences and things, and challenges happen. And our standpoint here at maddpop, I can bring it back to a little bit of personal standpoint. We always let our artists know, whatever you can possibly do, it's all for the fans. It's all for you. It's all for the people who come to see us, the people who support us. So if you commit to something, you try your hardest to try to make it. It's more respectful to, if don't agree, it's more respectful to say no. From the right off the gate, say no if it's something that you are on the fence about or don't want to do. But when you commit to something, you try your hardest, your damnedest to try to fulfill that obligation. And that is what we preach to our artists here. But again, life happens, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people who are in this industry carry that same sentiment, because this is something that they do for a living. This is not a hobby, not something on the side. Majority of people who do this on a grander scale, this is their career. So I do understand it. But then I also understand it because I go to a lot of concerts and things myself. So I do understand it from that end. And I have been, which I'm not going to get on to on this mic. I will one day, but I have been to travel far to see people. I'm not going to say what artists, but you know, me as a fan traveled like towns, cities over, and you know, hours travel for the people not to show up. So and you know, when you go out your way, and then all the trials and tribulations with that, and it was the winter time, I caught a cold, it was a mess. So to that day, to this day, I mean, even though that was over 10 years ago, it's just, that bad experience does stay with people. Now, in the meantime, in between time, I've been to numerous concerts that went well, you know, without a hitch. Paid for ticket, went to show, saw the performance, left happy. But those negative experiences do stay out, and I can just speak from a fan's point of view. It do sticks out, and it does give the fans a negative perspective of that artist. And that's just how it is, because, you know, it's just everybody's looking at things from their perspective. So, you know, I've been on both sides. I've been on both sides, and I can just only tell you guys what we try to do here. We try to I guess preach to the artist that is important. When you're coming into this realm, your only job is to be of service to the people. And you have to know that you're going to be sacrificing your own moments in life to make and create and fulfill moments for other people. And you got to be okay with that. You got to love it, actually. And that's what we tell, you know, our group here. So, and that's just part of the artist development. That's just part of the artist development things that we go through here as a team. And just grooming the people for the industry and what they're going to expect, what's going to be expected of them. And because it's not for everybody. You know, when you have talent, that does not equal a successful entertainer. It's a sacrifice that you have to make of yourself, of giving yourself to be a servant and service to the people. And you have to love that. You have to be in love with it, actually. And if you're not in love with that concept of giving up yourself for other people, then it's not the career for you. But I do want to tap back into talking about the legal system. Everyone knows that we are partnered with Legal Shield. Go on over to maddpop.wearelegalshield.com. maddpop.wearelegalshield.com. You will be able to see. You will be able to see everything that is offered, everything that is offered for only starting at only $24.95 a month. Only $24.95 a month, less than $25, and you and your family is protected. It gets very pricey. It gets very expensive. And to have a lawyer that you can call at your fingertips and they'll get right back to you, they'll actively, I cannot tell you how many times I call in a week's time. In a week's time and get help. I cannot tell you how many people at this company who has stories of what jams they were in and able to call Legal Shield and get help and get their problem solved. You know, so the testimonials just from this company alone are, you know, overwhelming. It's no downside to having a lawyer that you can talk to when you do not have a lot of money, when you don't have, when situations arise, you're going through something, you need, you know, uncontested divorce, uncontested adoption, landlord-tenant issues, you need help writing a will, they'll do everything for you. And this plan for $24.95 protects you and your family. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick because that is a partner that we it's does the most good as far as what our mission is and what we want to accomplish here, which is bringing light to these legal situations. If you know this channel, if you're familiar with our content here, we do dive into very high profile cases. Nothing salacious or nothing scandalous or anything like that, but we do dive into it and you know, just have an open dialogue about what we think about it, some updates. We did a real good story on ASAP Rocky and actually got to be super connected with a record label over in Sweden, and HCS Records. You can definitely check them out on Instagram and at HCS Records Official on Instagram. And let me just verify that because I don't want to give the wrong information. So let me just verify that really quickly. Yes, but in the meantime, KODAK BLACK. You know, I don't know why, you know, like I said, he's a lot younger than I am, but I don't know who, I'm not familiar with a lot of, you know, why he's going through so much. I didn't follow that case. So, and then a lot of stuff was happening so fast because we were still like, yep, HCS Records Official. Definitely check them out. They have a artist, Occur. I hope I'm saying it right. Because they do speak another language over there, so things may be enunciated differently, but definitely check out their artists. Have a new project dropped, and but like I was saying, we don't I don't really take a lot of time to to dive into everything of a person, and because there was a lot of stuff going on at that time, we were all kind of mourning and really over Nipsey Hussle and the things that his family was going through, and his mother, and who's just a sweet, beautiful lady. You know, we you know, at that time it was like a solidarity of gathering around to be as supportive of them as possible. And I know that at that time, you know, he was being a little bit disruptive, so I kind of like tuned out of what was going on after that, of what, you know, just that, because it everything has a time and a place, and that wasn't the time or the place. So I just, you know, I guess me being a little bit older and not growing up with this social media, I know how to just tune it out and turn it off, and move on to something else quickly. So that's what I did. You know, I kind of just wanted to focus on being a supportive spirit, even if I couldn't be there physically, being a supportive spirit, you know, just in my heart and mind, with the family and solidarity, and just praying for them. And you know, it's just such an unfortunate situation. So I kind of know he was getting a little bit disrupted around that time. So I kind of, you know, tuned it out. But at the end of the day, we don't want. It's always sad to see our young, you know, black brothers in certain situations, especially when they're very young. I think that, I mean, I guess this is the time to be making the mistakes. I hope that this is an opportunity for him to turn his life around. You are not defined by your mistakes. You're not defined by your past. Anyone can turn around at any time. So it's never a situation or a thing where you know, I'm giving up on an individual, because people are people at the end of the day. And I know I was freaking stupid as hell until in my 20s, especially that age, like fresh almost out of the teens. Please. And I'm pretty sure half of everybody was too. So I like I said, and that's the only reason why I brought up that melanated thing is because, you know, it's hard to judge the people's ages. So you have people that's like 40, 50 years old, and they looking like the younger people. They're talking and dressing and everything. So it's kind of goes, you see that, and it's like you get a little bit confused, and then you have to put into perspective, like, this person is only, you know, early 20s, and even talking about the Tupac and Biggie situation. They were so young, they were babies, I mean, to be honest. But both of those great men did so much entertainment-wise. Good music, really created a movement, not just music, a movement, and the impact on both of their lives. And that's why I say that, because you know, this is not to put anybody down, no, because every to be honest, every race has their upsides and downsides, you know. So it's not to put anything against anybody. It's just the fact that I just want to emphasize that we are hard on our younger generation, because the older generation, a lot of them still look young. That's what my main point is. A lot of them still look young. So we're you're older, but you're looking younger, but you have the wisdom. You have the wisdom. You have the years. You have the advantage. So that's a little bit misconceptual. You know, when the younger kids, they don't know, and a lot of times we were in those same situations and made those same mistakes. I know I was, dumb. I mean, I really wasn't. I wasn't never into no crime or anything, but dumb as hell as far as life and what I thought I knew and things like that. So and come to find out, 20 years later, I knew nothing. I knew nothing, and I thought I knew it all. So give the young people a little bit of slack. Give them a little bit of slack. They're learning. And we wish everyone in this, everyone I've named in this, just, we wish them well, their families well. And, well, that's it for that video. Kodak Black is being ordered to pay $91,000, over $91,000 to a promoter. And what are your thoughts on that? He was going for $500,000. Now, are you are you okay with that? Are you like, to hell with Kodak Black? Oh, I wish he would have got more. Are you like, well, why? Do you think that that's okay? Do you think that he shouldn't have got the promoter, whether it's he or she, I'm not sure, shouldn't have got the money? Do you think that what do you think about his sentencing coming up? He does have a sentencing coming up next month. What are your thoughts on that? Make sure, well, let me just promote our website, www.maddpop.com. That's maddpop.com. And you can reach all of our artists at maddpop.com/their name. So Jimmy Ease is maddpop.com/JimmyEase, maddpop.com/ShanaLee, maddpop.com/Slym Goddi, maddpop.com/Tsunami244, and maddpop.com/TommyMac, and maddpop.com/MuzicMajor. And if you go to their websites, you'll be able to see everything they have going on, recent interviews that they have done, recent performances of their sponsors. You can be able to reach them on social media and also book them for shows or endorsements or features. So again, thank you for tuning in. We're going to go out with a little bit of Slym Goddi. Make sure if you need legal services that you go over to maddpop.wearelegalshield.com. maddpop.wearelegalshield.com. All right? Thank you. And we're going to go out with a little bit of Slym Goddi. If you would like to donate to this, let me speak about that. Yes, our new microphone here. Yes. You see our new microphone, your donation dollars at work. We're trying to improve. We ghetto over here with this. Only because I'm trying to do it myself. So I don't have all of the knowledge. We're not YouTubers, but we do understand that this YouTube is a platform that you have to be present on. So we just try to come on here, connect with the people in the YouTube world. We love, and anyone that follows us on other social media platforms, they could come over here and find a little bit more about our company and our what's going on with our company here. So I try to, this is something I'm doing independently of the company. It's not associated as far as this is something that this is a official Mad Pop project. No, this is something that I do just to connect with you guys, to let you know that we're still here, we're still working, and we appreciate everything, all of your love and support, all of your letters, all of your words of encouragement, all of the people who come out to watch the artists perform, the people who support the artists and engage with them on social media. We appreciate you. Anyone who has donated, anybody who wants to donate, is CASHAPP, maddpop. We appreciate you. And we do have a PayPal that will be across your screen as well. We appreciate everything. I can't even say it enough. I can't even say it enough. There's no way you can have a successful business without people. So you have to be humble. You have to let your supporters know that they are appreciated. Everything you do, we try to make improvements. This is not for us. This is for you. And we try, to do our best. So we appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on all social media platforms. All the links will be in the description box below. All right. Until next time, Mad Pop out.